And a very great Tuesday. We wish every one of you welcome back to another episode of Hot Issue. What's for lunch? Hope you guys had a great Monday yesterday. Yeah, start of the new week. Now we are very much in the middle of the week. I bet you're not in the office. I bet you're somewhere on a beach, maybe, visiting your family and friends down in Kelantan lah, Terengganu lah, enjoying that char kway teow in Penang lah. But yeah, do not abuse the power, guys. Do not abuse the power that has been given to you. Even though kita dah boleh merentas negeri, make sure you guys follow all of the SOPs. Make sure you guys follow all the rules and regulations because kita tak nak lockdown lagi. We don't want another episode of being locked down ever again. So please make sure as much freedom as being given to us right now, make sure you guys follow all the SOPs and follow all the guidelines that has been given to you. All right, we're going to be starting on today's topic. But before I do, as always, I'm never alone. I takut nak ada sorang-sorang sebenarnya. Sebab itu I kena ada kawan. Dan kawan I ni selalu banyak sangat pandangannya. A lot of opinions that he has to give, especially on this show, ladies and gents. Mr. Melvin Lam. Hey, Melvin.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
So what did I ate yesterday since I have sotongs all the way from lunch to dinner and some leftover sotong sandwiches for breakfast.
Okay, so you're definitely on a seafood diet yesterday, yeah? Purposely because of the fact that we had that very interesting topic. But now I avoided, shellfish. I avoided seafood for now on because, trying to keep lean, trying to, not overdo it lah, Melvin. Orang kata makan sihat.
Oh yes, you've been away for. You just came back from a vacation on the beach for a few days. I'm sure there's a lot of seafoods that you have.
Oh yeah, exactly. So it's a bit of a withdrawal for me. So I just want to get, I want to get everything out of my system as much as I can.
But I can tell you, sotong is not cheap. Sotong is so expensive nowadays.
Yeah, sotong is not very cheap. If you buy it by the kilo, also it's not really that cheap. So whoever it is who's able to enjoy sotong as your food, kudos to you. But yeah, don't go overboard. All right, so let's jump into today's topic. We have a very interesting few topics that we want to discuss with our fellow viewers. First of all, thank you so much, viewers, for watching this show. Make sure you guys do comment down there. Give us a like, give us a comment, and make sure share this particular video so that the whole world can see where we are. But one thing that we don't like the world to see us because of our own things, because of our own actions, because why we want to highlight this thing. Because the fact that we can actually go travel across borders right now. We can go across state lines right now. We want to highlight this again because we don't want people to forget that this particular issue has been a growing issue ever since. Granted, it has been a bit slowing down, but it would be picking up back again because the borders are open. What we're trying to talk to you about today is about road accidents, which are on the rise. Melvin, kick us off.
Yes, it has been reported by Malaysia Institute of Road Safety Research, MIROS in short. I did not believe this figure until we did some research. It's actually disclosed over 155,000 road deaths and more than 1 million injuries has been sustained from road crashes in Malaysia since 1995. Now, it might sound a very long time ago, about my age, 1995. I was born in 1993.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're trying to pull one, huh? Ayo.
Yeah, it just sounds like yesterday, but Chris, it was recorded 155 deaths, that enough to fill up 2 Bukit Jalil Stadium.
Wow, 2 Bukit Jalil stadiums, huh?
Yes, that is death and over 1 million injuries. So it's a big number of figures. 155 deaths over years ago. It's a loss of manpower, and probably some genius are there. They can contribute to the society and all these things. But why it is wasted? It is wasted.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you look at the numbers, because again, year in and year out, ever since I was a child, because I was actually born much later than Melvin, I just want to put it out there, because we've always been reminded, every time there's a festive season coming along, your Hari Raya lah, your Chinese New Year, yeah, your Deepavali lah, your whatever it is, Malaysia is full of holidays and everything. And when people are on the road, when they want to travel long distance specifically, we are always being reminded to make sure that we take care of ourselves, make sure kita. You remember that song, Berhati, Hati di Jalan Raya. You know that thing, that melody is always stick in your head. But nevertheless, there are still accidents happening on the road. Sometimes it's because of our own negligence, and sometimes it's because of act of God. Maybe a tree fall down, or because tanah runtuh, all those kind of things. But there are some things that we can always avoid when it comes to being more disciplined, being more responsible on the street, on the road, Melvin.
Yes, it's true, Mio. If it's act of God, I think it's faded. But I see some, I would say, even though it's a broadcast, some idiots who
no holds barred here. Yeah, just jab them, Melvin.
Yeah, it's that they endanger others as well. Just to give you a good example, I always come across this in my life. I don't know why.
Maybe you're a magnet. I don't know.
I wish I attract harmony, not disaster. All right, but it's not always doesn't matter. Always happen on so-called trunk roads and all this thing in the city itself. Yesterday morning, this morning, yesterday morning itself, it took me 45 minutes to office, from house to office. Usually take about 15 minutes, and it took me less than 10 minutes if it's during that lockdown so-called period, phase 2 period. Yesterday, while we are in a jam, this driver who comes with this, sorry to say, he's driving a Merc, yes, impressive, but it's an old Merc, 2 doors, SLK. He's driving all the way, CZ. How far can you go in a jam?
Yeah.
My
father always had this thing, wherever he sees a driver like this, the first thing that he would say to us in the car is like, oh, maybe that guy needs to go to the toilet. That's why he's in a rush.
Okay, your father is very kind. My father used to say he's rushing to report to hell.
Adoy! Ow, that hurts. Oh my God.
That hurts for us, but not the driver, because he's probably rushing to hell.
Yeah.
In the massive jam, in the morning jam, it's the most back-to-back kind of things, where he find any opportunities for zigzag all the way, Yes, what are you trying to show? When you drive a brand new sport car, that's not the way, because you endanger other people as well.
Yeah, that's the thing, because you know what? I have been a witness myself, driving down the streets of KL, the streets of PJ, Damansara, whatever it is, you tend to find this not so smart people. Melvin would use idiots anyway. Sometimes they will be on their handphone. Seriously, this one irks me. I benci gila. You know how nowadays people are so well equipped with technology. Sekarang kereta you boleh tekan dekat steering wheel, you can talk on the phone without having to hold. Ini this slumbernya driving on the driving on the road and then talking on the phone and then swerving left and right and then sudden brake. I macam, hello, you stop tepi pakai public telephone boleh tak? No, it's so annoying, and the problem is, Melvin, dia dah membahayakan I yang tiba-tiba blood pressure go upstairs already stressed out. I could endanger other people, because I got so angry about that guy. So it's a bit of a domino effect, which is scary.
You see, he died, never mind, But if someone, the driver, has anything, touch wood, pass or die because of his common careless, how about the family?
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Mm.
these people need to be shot down. Catch them and put them somewhere isolated.
No, they
For
need to
me,
take
I
the
would put
JPJ test
them in
again,
the Sotong
Melvin.
game. Oh yes,
They need
I will put them in the Sotong game.
they need to take the JPJ test again. Dia kena belajar naik bukit balik, taking the 3-pointer and then belajar balik macam
No,
mana
no,
nak
no.
jalan
I will
ambil.
put them straight away to the chamber of Sotong game contestants.
No, another fact I would like to share with you. I think you have this information as well across all age group. Road
Yeah.
death, just to give our viewers a bit of an information, is actually fourth down the list, causing
Yes.
3.8% of all death, including ischemic heart diseases that contributes about 15%, pneumonia 12%, and cerebrovascular diseases coming down at 8%. This is the fourth reason of Malaysians dying. That's
Yes, road
just
death.
scary.
You see, the first three champion, first runner-up, second runner-up is all due to medical reason.
Mm.
All right. The fourth one is probably due to stupid reason.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Right. So it's not medical related, but they all the death because of crashes, accidents.
Mhm.
So it's also reported in last year, November, the Department of Statistics Malaysia reported that road accidents were primarily killer of those aged 14 to 40 years old, making up 20.6% of total road death. This
Wow.
age group, 14 to 40, is a major contributor of road death, 20.6%.
Yeah,
You know,
that is definitely an alarming statistics that you have shared. Because why? I mean, again, like what I said on top of the show, apa yang I cakapkan tadi at the beginning. Why we're bringing up this topic again is because the fact that people are now free to roam back again. They are able to actually
Yes.
hit the NKVE going up north, pergi down south ke, pergi Pantai Timur ke. Hence why we just want to remind people out there. Kita saja nak ingatkan sesama kita, not just reminding ourselves, Melvin, but reminding our viewers as well to please take care of yourselves and please be as responsible as you can be. Please be on high alert whenever you're driving. One more thing that I also realized, Melvin, a lot of long distance driving juga causing a lot of road accidents because when you're tired and then kadang-kadang you have that micro sleep, you tak pay attention, that's where you hilang your control of the car and that's where accidents happen. Imagine you dengan anak, dengan wife in the car, ramai-ramai dalam kereta nak balik kampung, but you're so tired, but you still want to drive, then you're endangering everyone, not just yourself in the car. That's just
yes. So please, is when you're tired, pull aside, have a rest. That's why when I travel, when I drive, I tend
you
to,
have driver, no?
my driver is on both hands and my both legs, and my brain, and my eyes.
Okay.
Usually, when I drive long distance,
Mm.
I don't want to have a heavy meal. I want to have a light meal. Because heavy meal, especially you drive during the hot sun weather, it tends to sleep.
Yeah.
Without very fragile, it tends to, get very sleepy. So that at the time, please pull yourself aside your whole car, have a nap or something, or common things. So do not force yourself to carry on, because it's very dangerous. And you know what I mean. This now is yes. Starting today, all borders are open. But do you know what the pandemic brought us? Also, I mean, some on the so-called on the lighter side, the pandemic actually reduced road accidents. If you know me,
Really, you have some figures about this, right? There's a report, right?
Yes, in 2019. This is from the Royal Police PDIM. 2019 road accidents death is 6,167. 6,167. Last year has reduced to 4,634.
Almost 2,000, huh?
Yes. So it does have during lockdown, the so-called the positive side of it, the road accidents has
because nobody can go out, ma. Even my car the other day, my mechanic had to call me, Mr. Mio, you have to service your car. You have not reached your 10,000. but you have gone about 6 months already. So even though your car tak jalan, but you still need to service your car. So sad, you never actually experience those kind of things until when the pandemic hits. It actually reminds you back again that there's so much things that has been, being put on hold, a lot of things that you cannot do, for instance, like traveling. And that's definitely has actually been a good thing. Like what you just mentioned, the reporting about number of deaths involving road accidents has gone down. But I'm just afraid that after this, nanti dia balik normal, Melvin.
I tell you, that's why the humans it's all to deal with us, the humans. I mean, yes, back to traffic. Doesn't mean that now we can travel in the state. We have the Zoom, Raj. Put it this way, we have been so-called restricted from traveling outstation, all these things over the months. Now we have this chance now to travel back. Why rush into it? We have waited for so long.
Yeah, might as well, right?
Might as well, yes. It take my journey. I mean, let's say 3 hours. Those those days, I drive. I'm just a normal driver. I will have to say always been a very slow driver. You say, wow, why is it so slow? I can actually take half of your time to drive from KL to Ipoh. I say, well, if you think that's fast and that's give you excitement and that's give you some kind of achievements, by all means, For me, I want to drive safe. I want to reach the place safe, and I know I still have to contribute to the society. I can't risk my life.
Yeah, exactly. Tapi one thing before we end on this topic, one thing that I just want to remind you: as safe as you can be, as slow drive as you want to. Sometimes again, bukan salah you, Melvin. Salah orang sebelah you tu. Salah orang depan you tu. Itu yang takut.
That's true. So, I mean, sometimes it's not us. It's the other person. So, the other person, please adhere to safety, road safety. Concern about yourself. If you don't concern about yourself, fine. I'm sure you have a family. You have people that love you. And then you create issues for other people that you do not. It's total strangers to you, but because of your carelessness, they got into accidents.
Yeah, exactly. And one more thing, before we end this, one thing that the PDRM has actually issued is that they are not going with the word accidents anymore. They are going with the term crash. So should you have an incident happen involving your vehicle, you would call it a car crash, not car accident. So that's something of a new vocabulary or a new term that we need to get used to should we want to go report. Nanti kita nak beritahu sarjan tu macam, saya accident. Bukan accident, ini crash.
So we have always crash. Our internet crash, our apps crash, house crash.
One term fits all, Melvin. One term fits all. Okay, enough about that particular topic. Now we want to jump into our second one. As what we have also mentioned, what I mentioned also previously, Malaysia, we are very well known for a lot of things. People know, a lot of people outside of our country knows us about our culture, about our food, about our political issues. No, I don't want to go there. I saja je cucuk you all. But one thing that unfortunately people are knowing about Malaysia is that we are being a source of getting unlicensed, unregistered, and fake medical devices. What is going on here, Melvin?
There's a lot of things. Yesterday, we decided to buy. To get replenish my face mask.
Oh, no wonder you look so cantik, so berseri. That's why.
Not as the facial face mask, the mask that we need to wear when we go out.
Mask you wear when you go out. I thought you pakai that mask yang Korea pakai mah.
No, we try to get some of the Korean design.
All right.
Which is you can actually get from. It claims to be made in Korea. It costs you about ₱2 plus per piece.
Okay.
Right, and then you get something else, the same design, for 20 cents a piece.
Wow. Okay.
So
1% of the price.
Yes, but then it looked alike. The design looked alike.
Okay.
But do you believe that it's K95, 93 or 94 kind of things, both starting the same spec? One says the expensive one imported from Korea, made in Korea. The other one, we know where it makes from. But it also claimed that it be as effective. But it is effective or not? Put it this way, it's 20 cents a piece. For a 5 layer, 5 ply.
5
I
ply.
don't be, yes.
Wow. For only
Yeah, but
20 cents.
yeah, but the volume of sales they show a lot. A lot of people probably jump into it. But is it effective? If people buy that and turn out to this is to be a fake product
Yeah.
and unregistered with the I mean with the authority, it will cause more harm.
Yeah.
You know. So I also believe good things cheap things no good things in a way. You know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, why we're touching this topic is because, I mean, apart from Melvin's self-experience in that matter, consumers and medical groups has also urged the government to regulate medical devices sold on online platforms because
Yeah.
of these severe repercussions. Remember or not, the other day when it was reported, your heart rate detector that they were
Yeah.
selling off the internet, my friend actually bought one off the
Mm.
internet, one of, I think, Shopee or Lazada, I can't remember which one. So he
Mm.
bought the thing. He was so happy to it. He actually put on his finger. So he got the heartbeat, heart rate, or whatever it is. And then he put on his pencil. Also got heart rate, ma. I kid you not. The guy, my friend, actually showed it on me on video, on live. We were on our WhatsApp video, and he was like, Mio, want to see? I got something awesome. He actually put his pencil and the device on the pencil, and the pencil got heart rate. You see, it is so scary on how people are cheating other people out there just to make a quick buck. I know, like, you want to make money, but this is not the right way, Melvin.
Are you sure your friends was not in a part of the Alice Wonderland character?
I don't know lah. I mean, maybe the pen actually, maybe the pencil had a life of its own lah. Walking around making all the macam Disney punya movie kan, coming up to life in the middle of the night. Oh,
Alice
scary.
in Wonderland.
Yeah,
That's
it
it.
is,
I mean,
and some more, like, because, like, a lot of people, like I said, they just want to make a quick buck. They don't get themselves certified. Diorang tak dapat kelulusan daripada Kementerian Kesihatan, and they just want to make sure that they sell out to people at a much lesser price of what the original thing is, and that's how people get cheated, Melvin.
I think this is an issue on online commerce, right? You see, when we buy from a physical shop, even a store, we are in contact. We see the person physically, and online, you don't know who is selling it. And these are people who take advantage. They just make a quick buck and they close it. You don't know who are they. So I urge the government, I mean the authorities, to regulate this. You know, it's reported. Those you see, the consumer and medical groups have urged the government to regulate medical devices sold online because of severe repercussions. So this is online things. I mean, no one sell you. You can't see the person. You don't, unless it comes from a big corporations and all these things. Yeah, you can buy from them. But if those are unknown sources, please, those who buy, please, especially things that involve health, do not touch it.
Sebab satu lagi yang I risau sebenarnya, Marvin, because we live in a country where counterfeit stuff is very common. Yelah, when you walk down the street, when you go to Petaling Street, when you go to certain places like uptown or downtown or wherever, people sell fake goods a lot. Your sporting brand goods, your seluar lah, your kasut lah, your topi lah, whatever. And there have also been reported people selling counterfeit branded COVID-19 test. Now imagine kalau you ambil COVID-19 test from a brand yang kononnya brand yang betul, tapi it's actually a tipuan, and then it says negative even though you're positive. Okay, that's gonna make a lot of problems. Wait.
No, when you're negative to positive, it's fine. When you are positive, it tested as negative, that is a disaster.
yeah, that's worse. I mean, like, imagine that, because that's somehow, because I've spoken to people from KPD and HEP, Kementerian Hal Ehwal Pengguna. These are the guys who are supposed to go down and make sure that things that are being sold are properly relegated, are properly follow according to all the guidelines. But they themselves admitted to me that they don't have enough manpower, and they only depend on the people's complaint, on the people's report to them. So kalau tak ada orang report, diorang tak akan buat any, orang kata, serbuan, Melvin.
Well, report to ACTnow.
I purposely
please do.
I wanted to say like that.
Please share out, report ACTnow, because we do work with consumer associations. We would still take actions, even though it's not under the jurisdiction of local councils. we do. We also a lot of times also report things to PTRM and all those things.
Yep.
When we and now so-called missions is to assist the communities. So you can report to ACTnow. Just to give us the full details and all this through your reports to the app, while the app will take actions, definitely. So, but then is this kind of imagine you're selling a self kit and it's freight.
Yeah.
And imagine if someone, I mean, they already use it in our terminal of departure, like the so-called airports or whatever. It happens to be a fake, so everyone tested positive. Okay, you are positive, you are negative. You go on board and all these things.
Okay, that's the definite. I mean, like, we don't want it to come to that, lah. So we urge people out there, to make sure that you guys, anybody who sees any hanky panky, any of these things happening, if you know that people are actually, not even for sure. If you have doubts, it's fine to have doubts. If you have doubts about a seller or a place who are selling all these things and you question their authenticity and whatnot, use the ACTnow mobile community app. Just bring it up there. If you don't want to go to KPD and GP, you can actually use our app to make a report, and we will give it to the relevant bodies involved to make sure that they check upon it, Melvin.
Yeah. So before we end this one, just to our DG of MOH, Tan Sri Dr. Noor Hisham, reported in June 13, a total of 2,600 websites were found to be selling pharmaceutical product illegally.
2,600 websites. You know how cheap is it to open up a website? Very cheap, Melvin. That's why people are doing it.
Yeah, and each website, it can carry hundreds of products. So it comes from 2,600 websites.
Yeah. And more often than not, Melvin, to be honest with you, this 2,600 website, they may only have like 100 bosses behind them, because one boss likes to duplicate. They duplicate and then they replicate and then exactly.
They come from the same syndicate.
Yeah, same syndicate, same source, and it's very difficult for the authorities to catch them. But again, it does not give the fact that the authorities should not be doing anything. So we're urging the authorities, whoever it is that's involved, whoever it is that's responsible, to make sure this thing stops. Actually, double up your effort, and also with the help of us, citizens. Kita kan keluarga Malaysia at the end of the day, right? We need to do our part.
Kita jaga keluarga kita.
Yeah.
Bukan.
Right. Kita jaga keluarga kita. Sebab kalau I nak jaga Melvin, susah juga nak jaga Melvin. Tapi I kena jaga sebab dia keluarga I. So I kena jaga dia.
I jaga keluarga you, Mio. I have big families.
Fair enough. All right, we've come to the end of the topic here, but we do have one more topic that we want to give you guys, or should I say discuss with you guys, whatever that is happening in our beloved island of Borneo from Sarawak, actually, in which that the town of Sarike has been reported, Melvin, that they are facing burnout. The frontliners down there are actually facing burnouts where they are even thinking about contracting COVID-19 themselves for them to be able to rest. Okay, that's very sad to hear.
It's very sad. I mean, they have to think that way. I mean, mentally, please, I hope that I'm also one of those positive cases. I wish that I'm one of those who are lying on the bed, so I can sleep. So that's why, dear audience, you see all the ribbons behind our backdrop. The ACTnow Courage ribbons is to pay tribute to them, and they do not deserve anything less from us.
Right. Yeah.
All right. They are no direct. We do not know them. They are not obligated to them or to us. But they give all the services to us. Yeah. So please acknowledge their efforts, and by all means, if you have the chance, wear or use the ACTnow Courage ribbons. We can actually find in your Facebook under our ACTnow Trooper page. Embed this frame in your profile pictures, just to appreciate, at least to tell them thank you.
Yeah, exactly. If you cannot support them in regards of financial means, or if you can't send them food, if you can't give your own body to help them out. I mean, like there are always other ways for you to show your support
Yes.
towards our heroes, to our frontliners. And what Melvin has actually explained is definitely one of the ways that you can actually do this, to show our support, to show our
Yeah.
love, that frontliners needs to be taken care of. Because imagine kalau dah nama dia frontliners, kalau frontliners ni dah tak ada, then what comes after that? It
The
comes
bad niners.
yeah, exactly. It comes back to us, directly to us. So please Malaysians, we need to take care of everyone. Kita tak payah nak pilih kasih, kita tak payah nak pilih darjat. Orang kata, sounds so Melayu with that. But we just need to think about us Malaysians, helping out Malaysians. At the end of the day, we are in it with ourselves, and we need to take care of them as much as possible. Last note on this, Melvin.
Last notes. Okay. So again, we are getting away. We can have our little freedoms, appreciate what we have, because I think our life, we should now recall the times that we are doing the lockdown, the unpleasant times that we face, and now we are giving back our little freedom. We hope to just appreciate life. Not only for yourself, for your loved one, even for the people that you do not know. We have to see life in a different perspective now.
Exactly.
So we might have a topic on this.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have a topic on this. But the takeaway of it is that do not choose the people that you want to give your love to, give your effort to, because at the end of the day, we need to help each other. We're only dependent on each other. Help yourself, help your loved ones, help your neighbors, help your community for that matter, because without the community, without the people around us, how are we able to live? You can never live alone. If you want to live alone, there's always a cave somewhere that you can duduk sorang-sorang. Okay? If you really want
to. Don't go to the cave. Leave the cave to the bats.
Tak boleh. Nanti dia makan bat, nanti keluar COVID balik kan. You tak nak jadi macam tu. Bahaya tu.
That's why I say don't go there. Don't go there.
Don't go there. All right. So tomorrow, I believe I'm gonna be on my own. Esok you ada hal kan, Marvin? But don't worry, I'll be back. On the show tomorrow to be with you guys to share the topic. No,
I'll always be with you in my heart.
You'll be with us. Okay, I would love it. I would love it for you to be together with us as always. All right, Marvin. We'll see you then.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. All right, guys, that was Melvin together with myself, as always, sharing with you guys all the hot issues, all of the things that's happening, needs your attention, the one that needs your undevoted, attention. Yeah, exactly. Apa yang you all kena tahu, apa yang berlaku di dalam negara kita. All right, so hope you guys have a great Tuesday so far. Have a great lunch, and make sure you guys tune in back with us tomorrow, same time, same place. All right, Neo Adlan here, checking out. Bye.